morning, everybody. My name is Magiabella, and I am your Sunday host for the Biophilic Alternative. And I'm going to do the full moon energies for June 2nd, and it's going to be occurring around 11:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. The full moon is going to be in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius rules the higher mind. It's a very fun-loving energy, positive energy, and it's about following your dreams, your spiritual or religious views and values, and those would be the things that Sagittarian mind kind of concerns itself with. It's the things of, it's kind of like colleges, universities, higher learning as well can also be involved in that. The major energies that are surrounding the moon is going to be the opposition in Gemini with 3 planets. All full moons are in opposition between the sun and the moon, so the sun being in Gemini, this opposition is always about creating awareness. Since Gemini focuses on things like my life, my money, my stuff, my friends, my views, it is the things of the lower mind about your personal self. So it's going to be about finding the ground between your personal stuff and the higher mind, which would be your spiritual values and your religious values and your dreams and aspirations. Mars is also there, and it's coupled with the sun, and it's also coupled with Mercury retrograde. So Mars is about, when Mars is in Gemini, it's fire and it's in an air sign, so it's a lot of energy to get things done. But you do have to watch out not to fall prey to overreactions and tempers. Gemini can be a gossipy air sign, so there's a lot of things going on out there in the world with friends, family, just people in general that you have contact with in any way. There can be things gossipy or kind of hostile in nature. These things it's better to try to ignore and keep yourself in the higher planes so that you can use this energy to its fullest. Mercury retrograde is still in here as well, so this is more time for research and reassessing your views or your plans or your dreams so that you are ready to take action when the retrograde ends on June 11th. Somewhere around 12th, 13th is when you should start being able to apply the different things that you have been working on. But this is a great time to get it set up so that you are ready to go full force at it, because this full moon, using it in magic work, would be setting your intentions of these plans and these viewpoints that you're wanting to work on, so that when the timing is right, it'll just take off like wildfire. Now we do have Neptune out there, and Neptune is squaring Sagittarius and Gemini. It's in 10 degrees Pisces. And so it's been giving some people a lot of trouble. Anybody that is born in the first 10 days of Gemini, Sagittarius, or Virgo, or Pisces have been getting hit with this kind of energy. Pisces is more used to this nebulous energy of Neptune, so they might not have had as serious of issue with it, but it can still cloud things up and blur fantasy with reality to where you're not sure which realm you're in. And that would be the gaseous nature of Neptune. Neptune is about connecting to Source and providing you with inspiration, raising your vibrations, and learning to trust that intuition that it brings, being in the house of Pisces. So as it's squaring things like Gemini and squaring things like Sagittarius, being the full moon is about your spiritual views and religious views and following your dreams, and is a very forceful energy to get things done. The Neptune energy can lend to connecting those dreams, connecting to Source, and providing that inspiration in your magic work as well, so that it can create something fantastic for your life. Neptune shows you other dimensions, so it can help develop and bring about in the use in magic your intuition, clairaudience, clairvoyancy, clairsentiency. So if you come from a humble place, you try to remain peaceful, calm, serenity, and in a place of listening. Neptune's forces right now, especially in your magic work, can unlock a lot of your spiritual and psychic gifts. So that would be something that could very definitely be played into your magic workings at this time. Neptune wants your soul evolution, so that's what it's wanting, and what better way of helping evolve the soul is to develop some of your psychic gifts or expand upon the gifts that you already have, to take it into higher vibrations. Mercury still being in retrograde means that you still need to be diligent on your communications, your emails, and your contracts. But this is going to, because Gemini's gossipy nature and stuff like that, and you've got Mars in Gemini, you do have to be careful about this retrograde situation with communications versus the Gemini gossipy nature, taking it wrong, and then being inflamed by Mars. So with any energy, you can take it to its negative or you can take it to its positive. So if you work on the creation that Neptune's energy, which is the strongest planet out there at this moment in time, is working on your fantasy world, your spirituality world, your creativity. So you have the potential to create something new, to keep rising above all of this more mundane stuff that belongs to the lower self and the lower ego. So that's a way, if any of y'all are going through any of that kind of turmoil, whether it be, like I said, with your family, with your friends, and all that kind of stuff, you can use Neptune to rise above all of that and work in a totally different direction and not let Mars go out of control. You need to harness Mars's energy to drive you forward in life and not drive you into the battles and escalating stuff that is just of a temporary thing that should go by the wayside. The full moon is giving you that opportunity to rise above it and to avoid the judgments and the separations and the competitions, and how we can be inclusive, because that's what Sagittarius wants you to be mindful of and to be working on, is the stuff of the higher mind, not the lower mind. So it's going to be wanting to know how you can be inclusive, how you can create something new, how you can work hand in hand with people instead of looking at how you're different, look at how you're the same. And that will lead us into one of the great energies that we have going on, It's going to be going on off and on most of the year, and it's these grand fire trines. Grand fire trines are powerful energy to move us forward. It is our driving will, and we have some great planets in the beginning of this month that's coupled with this full moon to be able to drive us into higher and more passionate places. And whatever we put our mind to, our intentions to, our magic work to, it will expand and grow. The moon's going to be in Sagittarius. And so that is about, what do you believe? What is your truth? What is your true will? And Jupiter is in Leo, and that's about expansion and about even relationship as well too. Uranus is in Aries, and that is the power of the individual. So basically the full moon energy is going to be that of the power of the individual, its expansion through what it believes, or what is your truth and your essence, and that higher mind of Sagittarius driving it even further for Neptune's soul evolutional purposes. And all of these energies can be played in and layered to your best advantage. There's a lot of fire, a lot of air, and there's a lot of water as well. So these things can get you some great manifestations if you know how to drive that magic in your circle and start pushing it to achieve all of the things that you can dream and desire. Just keep in mind that because Neptune and Sagittarius both are looking for the higher planes, it's not going to be about, I want this car, I want this bigger bank account. This is about your bigger dreams, your bigger truths in life. This is going to be about creating and setting you up for a internally happier life. But don't walk the fence, don't walk that blade too closely, because if you fall off on the other side, it can devour you like Mars in battle and stuff like that. So we must keep our intentions where they need to be so that we can take the best and fullest advantage of this wonderful energy. Soon we're going to have Saturn going back into Scorpio, and it is a kind of a tough energy, and it's going to be kicking off around, I think it's the 14th of June. So that's going to be where we have a different shake-up of letting go and riding to our better. It's going to be for our betterment in the end. At the end of summer, we will know what friends remain, what values remain, where our new path and destiny is going to be leading us. But the summer is going to be the birthing of all of that. It's going to be the final shakedown of all the letting go that needs to be done. And things are going to be falling away. But to remember that it is to make room for your prosperity and the great harvest that's going to happen in September. So use the full moon energies to your greatest advantage to develop your most beautiful dreams and visions for yourself in your new life that you would like to create. Because this is an energy pathway that is extremely powerful and can be an extremely productive time. But if you fall to the wayside and you don't put forth the thought and the work into it, you may fall down into the mire and the muck of the other side of human existence, which is of the lower mind and can be into the pettiness of stuff. So just keep that in mind. This is an awesome full moon. I hope you have a very blessed full moon, and I hope this little review for magic is going to be helpful in creating a more powerful use of the energies that are available to you at this time. Thank you, and y'all have a very blessed Sunday. Bye.